Hey, welcome back to VintageBlock. Last time on Super Mario Galaxy, we finished up most of what we can do over in the Terrace, off to the left there. But this time we're going to go back in and finally take on the boss of the entire area there. So without further ado, let's just go straight over there. There's not much for us to do outside in the Comet Observatory at the moment. There are no updates in between the last couple stars. So as we can see, once we warp ourselves over into here, Good Egg has the 3 stars we can get right now, Honey Hive has the 3, and we've also crowned Flip Switch and Loop-de-Loop Galaxy, which means all we have left is the enemy base right over here, which we needed 8 stars to get to, and we already have 10. So let's take a look at what we got. Bowser Jr.'s Robot Reactor. Let's fly right over. Alright, so the name of this star is Mega Legs Moon. So we're going to just choose that real quick. And this is going to be a quick episode because this boss this boss does not take very long. It's actually quite a short level because there's only our initial planet that we spawn onto and then the planet with the boss. On this planet here we have these Goombas that are armored. I forget what they're called right now. I should have looked that up beforehand. And we also have, wherever it may be, a bullet bill launcher, as you can see right off in here. And what we can do with these bullet bills is we can lead them around, and, well, we don't want them to smack into each other. I'd rather take one and come on out. And you can use them to break these glass domes, which is going to be very, very helpful during the boss fight. So there are a couple of glass domes here that we can break. Actually, there are 3, not a couple. There's only a couple that are actually worth breaking, should you want. Oh, no. Oh, we made it. No! No! No, no! Hey, some star bits. So, yes, there's this one with the 1-up. There's the one with the coins. And then the last one. Uh-oh. We're going to want to get these Goombas out of the way so we don't end up breaking them, or breaking bullet bills on them. Alright, and we're going to take one of these, and we're going to lead it right over to the Sling Star, or the Star Launcher. And right away, that just brings us straight over to the boss. So, like I said, if you're going right for that launch star, this level should not take you very long at all. Wahaha, you made it! But I won't even need my dad's help to take care of you. Go at him, Mega Leg, stomp him with the power of your Grand Star. Uh-oh. Alarms. This is Mega Leg. This is our first true boss of the whole game. We've had bosses in levels, but this is the big guy. So, should you want to, if we can get a bullet bill to follow us, on the bottom side of... Please don't stomp on him. On the bottom side of this planet, there are just a ton of these breakable domes with star bits and coins. I'm not really going to waste my time on that. Instead, we're going to wait for one of his legs to come down, and using the gravity, we can actually start climbing up. As you can see, there are bullet bills on top that we're going to want to dodge as we... Ouch. As we make our way up. This boss is super quick, by the way. So across these gears, and one last section of his body. So we're gonna have bullet bills flying out, and we're gonna use it to break this gate. But more gates pop out after the fact. And the intended way to do this is you bring a bullet bill over, and you break a portion of the gate, and then you want to lead another bullet bill in. Instead, if you are good at the game, well, we'll see if I'm good at the game, we can do a backflip, over, and boom! That's it. And once we break the glass section with the Grand Star, Mega Leg blows up. And that is seriously it for this entire boss fight. Mario's shaking right now. Look at him. He's actually so scared. What is going on? But yeah, that's it. There's your grand star for you. Very quick boss, like I said. So let's grab it. You got a grand star! Technically our second of the whole game, because there's the one in the tutorial area. Using the power of the grand star. The beacon in the middle goes from orange to yellow, which signifies more power. And we've unlocked the fountain. Galaxy complete. That's all we ever have to do there. You've discovered a new galaxy. Actually, a couple of new galaxies. But we won't take those on until next time. What does Rosalina have to say for us? That ball of flame represents the power of the observatory. We call it the beacon. When you recover a grand star, a little star power will be restored and the beacon will grow. A common observatory can use that power to fly through the universe. Once all the power is restored, we will even be able to fly to the center of the universe. Oh, the power's on in a new dome. So we see the fountain's brand new and we can actually go to it. The newly opened dome is called the Fountain. It's really quite relaxing. By the way, have you looked at the map? It contains information about galaxies as well as domes. If you forget the location of a dome, don't hesitate to speak with me. Alright, so we'll speak to him and look at this map a little bit. Would you like to see the map? Here you go. So we can see first, you can press in. If you press A, you get a little bit of a zoom in on each place, and we can see Flip Switch Galaxy's done, Robot Reactor's done, Loop-De-Loop's done, but there's no crown yet on Honey Hive or Good Egg, so we'll be back. You can see the new areas on there. We can even see if we click into Good Egg Galaxy, we got 11 coins. I don't know. Should you ever want to know how many coins you got in a stage. We can also look at it in a list form, which I kind of like better, because it breaks everything up by, like, seems like type of level, right? So we have the longer stages, which are in purple, purple here. Then boss stages in green, and then one-offs that are in yellow. I think that's kind of how it works. And we can even see your race times. So in Surfing 101, we got a 102.13. Should we ever want to go back, we can beat that time. But I don't know. I don't think that's really necessary for this Let's Play. And that's kind of it for this episode. I know it's a bit shorter, but like I said, even now, there's not much different here. I believe maybe, like, you got anything new to say? Hey, Mario, we're going to do our best to find power stars. Yeah, this guy was homesick before, so now he's not as upset. And that's the Spirit Mushroom Man. But nothing new over in the garage or so when I looked last time. Still a 1-up every time you spawn in. Mailtoad anything? No, nothing. So yeah, that's it. So now that this is powered, last time I did a triple jump up to here after a couple of failed attempts. But step here and you go to the fountain. There we go. So next time on Super Mario Galaxy, we're gonna take a footing into the fountain here and see what it has to offer us. So thank you all for watching and have a good night. Peace.